You know, I figured I should probably update you on Conquest, as I did make that whole video being like, oh, do I think I'm gonna be able to do Conquest? Like, oh my goodness. Yeah. I thought I wasn't gonna be able to, but hear me out. Conquest, moving from normal to hard Conquest is not that bad. Let me see if I can prove it to you real quick, as my CLS team is at 70%, but I have drafted the meta, so there's a chance that I just kind of destroy this. There's a real good chance. Oh, perfect. Now clap those cheeks, yep. And it's over. Just like that. Just like that. And I just need to remove, hang on, take me, there we go. And goodbye. Yeah, easy, right? Now, this is a little bit misleading and a little bit not at the same time. I'll show you why once I draft this data disk. What do you got for me? What do you got for me? Evasive technique, power, another volatile accelerator. You can see I own two, don't worry about that. We're gonna grab, I don't need another accelerator, that's a bit overkill. We're gonna grab a power, but we're not gonna actually apply it. Okay, good. Here's my build. I drafted the meta, because I'm a filthy meta slave. I do have two volatile accelerators, a thermal exhaust, entrenched, and an amplify agony, which is why it looks like I'm doing a disgusting amount of damage, even though CLS is only on 70%, now 60% stamina. Now, what was I saying previous about, like, it not being that bad of a transition? Where I was getting caught at was Sector 4. One, I didn't have the meta drafted. Game didn't give it to me. I couldn't force it. Unfortunate. I was able to climb through the challenge paths. In this, I'm not able to. When you open this up, okay, this is normally where, like, Relic 4 would be, or something like that. I can't remember if it's, like, Relic 4 or Relic 5 in Sector 4 on normal mode. When you open it up, it tells you Relic whatever with, and then it has these stat bonuses, so 40 to 80% stat bonuses. And that's what made me so afraid of Sector 1, because Sector 1 was a similar Relic level, but I forgot that it doesn't have the stat bonuses that Sector 4 has, and that's what makes Sector 4 such a problem for me on normal mode. So moving from normal to hard mode inside of Conquest was actually a breeze. Okay, there was one spawn I got stuck on, and I'm gonna be real with you, it's kind of my fault for not knowing kill order. I got stuck here. Of course it was a Darth Malik Revan node, because Grim Machinations was a problem. They had overprepared one, which really wasn't that big a deal, but I didn't quite understand the kill order on this. Plus the first time I went in, I just had Amplify Agony, or not Amplify Agony, I had two volatile accelerators on, so I was just giving them turn meter, like a ridiculous amount. So I spent an embarrassing amount of time in crystals on this node. I'll tell you, alright, I spent 2 days worth of energy and 6 refreshes on this. 3 each day. But I finally figured out what I was doing wrong. I ran through it with my Padme. As you can see, it's 3-starred. I only beat it once. I'm never coming back to this node. It scarred me for life. But previous to that, like I said, I drafted 2 volatile accelerators and a caustic emissions. And really, moving through this, I even did some testing. I ran Grievous on the, what is this called, First Order team, just to make sure that it felt similar, if not better, than normal mode, and it did. It felt very similar, very at home, right? I was able to CLS the Empire very easily. I think I CLS'd this, and just like in normal mode, Steadfast Retribution puts it inside of my pooper, so I'm very bad at dealing with that. Staunch Reprisal, surprisingly easy to deal with. I'd much rather deal with that than Steadfast Retribution. Very, very much rather. But gas is still a problem for me. CLS still beat it, but it was a scary beat, as you can see. We're still plowing through the rest of these teams. Now, as you can see, I only have one challenge mode path all the way over here. I think I took another one way later in Sector 2, but I'm not able to climb the challenge path. The bonuses they get from being on that path are just too ridiculous. I think when I went to go to the second node, it had like overprepared 3 on it, along with it having the challenge path bonuses, and I was not about to be able to beat that. So So I just skipped it. I just said, nah, I'll do it another time. It'll be okay. Be alright. But I would highly recommend you moving in to hard mode as soon as you unlock it, right? If you come over into the reward track, I've already earned my 100 tickets. As you can see, I've already got a little bit of Dad Bod Boba. We're working on this TIE Interceptor prototype. All of the gear, everything that you're like, man, I wish I could have in my normal red crate, it's right here. And I didn't stress at all for it. In fact, I'm going to be going for the second crate and as much into this reward track as I can, cutting it off right here, I think, personally, right now. Only because it has injectors. This is the only... because it goes from having one injector box and one core gearbox, okay, to the crate before it has 2 injector boxes and 2 core gearboxes. And that is very big for my account currently, as I'm pushing a lot of characters upwards through to gear 13. I'm not exactly working on a ton of relics right now. But once I start working on relics, we will obviously be going further down the track, as that will be the more important thing to obtain into my roster, right? Being able to get Zimbital cards and stuff without salvaging gear is a very big thing to be able to do inside of the roster. And as soon as I can get the red crate, oh baby, are we ever going to push for it. I think getting my Galactic Legend is really going to help me out here. Big takeaway, go and do hard mode. If you can, go and do it. There's nothing but valuable ups. You don't need consumables, you don't need the little Conquest pass, you just need 2 or 3 decent teams and a little bit of research. Go, and like I said, I was going to do some research in my last video. Go to like a Bit Dynasty video. He's got a fantastic website that shows you all the data discs that exist, the combos that are fantastic to hunt, so that way on your first or second data disc collection you can look at it and be like, alright, what do I have to build out of, and go from there. That's it, man. That's it. Move to hard mode. You and me. Together. Let's climb, baby.